takes a journey to tame the wild. The one bound by ground and sky, and the one whose boundaries can be found only in the mind. Hitting the target starts with setting your sights on a trophy whose value comes in the journey. When the horizon seems infinite, but your possibilities even greater. An expedition that requires running to the elements, not away. Because in each of us lives a hunter, and in every hunter, an athlete. Run2Gun.
Run2Gun is brought to you exclusively by Gun Up the Magazine. Welcome to Run2Gun, where hunting and athletics come together. I'm Jordan Miller. Now I'm lucky enough not to just have a wife that puts up with my hunting, but also loves to hunt herself. We get to spend a lot of quality time out in the field together, and I love when she gets the opportunity to get behind the rifle. Amy started hunting with me 3 years ago after we got married, and her skills have really improved in that short amount of time. When we come back, Amy is going to take you through her upper body workout routine that will help both men and women become stronger hunters in the field. Then we're going to tag along as she chases both whitetail and mule deer in western South Dakota. I'm Jordan Miller, and you're watching Run2Gun. When Amy started hunting with me 3 years ago, she really did have a hard time handling the rifle and holding it steady for a clean, ethical shot. Now she has been working diligently over the years, not only out on the range, but in the gym to become a stronger hunter. Now let's join her as she takes you through 3 of her favorite upper body strengthening exercises.
I'm Amy Miller, and I'm going to show you 3 of my favorite exercises for the upper body that not only helped me improve my rifle shooting, but also pulling back on my bow.
Well, let's get started. The first exercise that really helped her improve this last year was a wide grip leaning lat pull down. Let's go ahead and get started. She's grabbing the bar wide, taking the seat. Now you're thinking this is really similar to the lat pull down we did in episode 1, but this one she's leaning at a 45-degree angle, which takes a little bit more expertise. It takes a strong core and being able to keep a high chest. So go ahead and elevate your chest a little bit there. Good. Now, so you can tell that the core is automatically engaged. Let's go ahead and start hitting your reps. Now she's pulling down nice and slow, getting a squeeze of the outer lats. Now the key to this one that makes it different than a straight up and down lat pull down is it's engaging more of the rhomboids and the inner back. Just like a bow draw, you're coming back and that inner back is squeezing, as well as the outer back has to hold for stability. So really like training utilizing real life situations. Good breathing. She's coming down a 1, 2, 3 count down squeeze and a 1, 2, 3 count up. Big improvements here from this exercise with the poundage of her bow this year. Perfect. Nice work. Our next exercise is a TRX skull crusher. Now this exercise localizes the triceps, but it definitely isn't the only muscle group being worked. So you can tell here as she's bending the elbow, her triceps are what is pushing her body weight back up. Her elbows are not moving, they're just working as a hinge. Now when I say it is not the only muscle group being worked, she is using her lower back and her core to stay perfectly in a flat position. Her glutes are tight and she's literally in a plank position like you'd be on the floor, but hanging in the air. So her core is being strengthened here as well as her triceps and shoulders. Now mimicking this exercise in the field, it really helps her as she's crawling in the grass and holding a rifle and maybe having a backpack on at the same time, having that strength to crawl and get in position to take a good shot on a deer. Our last exercise is a barbell upright row. Now strength training is often something that women can be scared or veered off to. How has the strength training and the weights helped you the last 2 years?
Well, it's definitely helped me a lot. Not only do I have muscles now, but I can keep my rifle much more stable.
Right, and an upright row definitely targets the muscle group needed to hold that rifle stable. The anterior deltoids, as you're holding that rifle, this motion is going to mimic that. So let's get started. As she's grabbing her barbell, you know she's a thumb width apart, very close grip. Now, her feet are shoulder width apart, staying nice and tall. go ahead and start your first rep of the upright row. Now as she's starting, her elbows are coming straight up to the sky, staying nice and tall, squeezing the shoulders, controlling the way back down. Again, breathing, 1, 2, 3 up, a 1, 2, 3 controlled down. That way the muscle can get a proper contraction and work properly. Now as you can tell, the anterior deltoid and the shoulders are being worked there, just like when you're holding a rifle. Good squeeze, and last rep here. Perfect. Now don't miss Amy putting her skills to the test. When we come back, she jumps out to the field and gets right after it for some big Westover bucks.
It's the afternoon of November 23rd, and we're going back out to see if we can get a rifle deer found. It's still kind of chilly, but I think it's going to be a good night, so let's hope for the best. Well, we're just sitting on the side of a hill for the last hour of the day. We're gonna glance over a sunflower field, and hopefully something will pop over and we'll have a good night. There's a big old mule deer about a mile away from us, and he's just a couple hundred some yards from being on our land. I really hope he gets on our land. Well, it's the end of Saturday, November 23rd, and we didn't get anything, but it's never a wasted day in the outdoors. We got a 2-mile hike in, so still a good day.
Little did I know that same deer we saw, we would have an encounter with the next morning.
We just got out to the field. We checked out this place yesterday, and we're thinking it's gonna be a pretty good spot this morning, so pretty excited.
We got up that morning and we set up overlooking a cut cornfield. Didn't see much, so we headed over to the other edge of the property. We just drove down the road and I was glassing, and
Then all of a sudden, the mule deer we saw the night before pops out of nowhere. We hopped out of the truck and I ran across the field to get set up on the buck, and all of a sudden he was back off the property.
which was fine because we really didn't have a shot on him anyway with the houses in the background.
Well, we had a big buck in range, but it ran across to some other land that's not ours, so guess we'll have to try again. Well, it's the end of Sunday, November 24th. Didn't really see much tonight, kind of disappointing, but we're gonna come back in a couple days and hopefully we'll get one.
When we come back, it's Thanksgiving morning and my last day to hunt.
Ooh, the pressure's on. Stay tuned. You're watching Run2Gun TV. Run2Gun is brought to you exclusively by Gun Up the Magazine. Mud Mile Communications. The Lodge at Deadwood. Max Muscle Sports Nutrition. Fitness 19 Sioux Falls, where you can afford to get fit. Range Country, Murdo, South Dakota. Fellowship of Christian Sportsmen's Plus. DoGooders.com, where we do dog poo. Forte Bluetooth speakers. You can learn more at fortespeakers.com.
Well, it's Thanksgiving morning and it's my last day for rifle buck. So I'm really hoping I can get a big one down today.
The next morning, we got up and right away we spotted a nice whitetail buck.
He was borderlining a small piece of property, so we had to make a move on him quick.
Just right over there, crouched down. He knows we're here, so we gotta be pretty sneaky about this. Deer, hoping to get a good shot. We scared him out and they went running. It's a really nice buck. He was bedded down on us, so we couldn't see him. So that's why we crawled so far. And the moment we got close, just ran out.
We had 1 hour left of hunting and we decided to go check that property where we saw that nice mule deer.
This really was your last ditch effort. We had to drive up to Pierre for Thanksgiving lunch that day and we didn't want to be late, but on the drive over, things were starting to look really good.
Another buck. I think it's the one that we saw a few days ago, and we're gonna go after him.
Cock another one in.
I need
Put cock one in. Shoot him again. Put it right on, just pull the trigger.
That's awesome. So excited. Happy Thanksgiving to me. I was crushed after we didn't get that one. He was perfect, but I'm so glad that we got this one because we saw him a few days ago. And he's nice. I mean, not huge, but he's nice. I like sent a prayer up to God. I was like, please God, let this one be, because we worked so hard. We came out about 4 days and just have hunted morning, night, and it's just, I was like, please let us have it, and it's worked out, I think. And it's the last day I can hunt a buck, and it's Thanksgiving, so it's just perfect. Oh my gosh. I did get him in the lungs. He's a nice looking deer. He's pretty wide. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's a 6x6, 2 little points on both ends. It's a nice little deer. Not too thick, but I'm pretty happy.
Amy just smoked her deer, and she's been working her butt off for this thing, so it's her last day she gets to hunt. I get the next 3, but you know, it was kind of meant to be on this deer hunt. Mm-hmm. We saw this deer a couple days ago, and we missed an opportunity on it, just didn't have enough time to set up. Yep. And then we were heartbroken on a nice whitetail this morning. We came back over here, and this buck was right on our property, a couple hundred yards off the property line, and Amy just drilled him. So it was meant to be on this deer, that's for sure. We're gonna drag this puppy out now, take him up on a higher spot, get some good pictures and video for you guys. Oh yeah, pretty big body deer.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Really excited. I filled my West River buck tag with this nice little buck. Saw this one about a few days ago and was really sad when I didn't get the opportunity to get him that day. But today I spotted him this morning and put him down about 125 yard shot. And he's just perfect little 6x6, and so happy I got him.
I was so excited to fill my West River buck tag, and it's my biggest buck to date. And luckily, my hubby Jordan got it all on film.
Good job, babe. Make sure to join us next week as I jump on over to Fitness 19 with trainer Josh Kraus as we work on some Olympic lifting, and then out into the fields for some late season goose action.
Oh yeah.
Because in each of us lives a hunter, and in every hunter, an athlete. Run2Gun.